Yeah, I just want to actually post a quick response to an email posting that was left in my inbox here. Re- is to E4 Skiller, I think that's what you are, or that's your handle or your screen name or whatever. I want to actually bring up a few issues or what have you of a comment that you left in my inbox, of my Gmail inbox. You were, I pretty much, for the most part, left the situation alone because that video actually is about what 3 weeks or so old now, and basically it really doesn't matter. It's just whatever the situation was, whatever was said, whatever was done, whatever was supposed to have been said, whatever was supposed to have been done. Excuse me, it's irrelevant now because basically I already got what I had to get off my chest, and I'm sure Jaylove, did whatever he thought he had to do to try to, I guess, somehow embarrass me, which of course, turned around and backfired on him. Like I say, that's no fault of mine. But like I say, I'm not going to sit here and further insult this individual because he has his own personal issues that he's going through right now, and it would actually be kind of a bit insulting for me to kick him and continue to stomp on him. That I don't believe in that. But he's going through whatever he has to go through because of decisions that he made. So guess what? That's on him. That it has no reflection on me, and I don't have anything to do with it, and I don't want anything to do with it. It may sound cold or crass. You can call it whatever you will. I don't care. All right. Getting back to your email to me, you were saying something along the lines, that all of my videos that I post on YouTube has to be in response to videos that he has done. And I'm here to tell you, E4 Skiller, that you are a plain, bold-faced liar. All of my videos that I posted when I first joined YouTube back in, I think, around March or April or so of this year, it was on issues that was totally different from, totally different from what I would, come to know to be, that I would discuss with with Jaylove as far as issues regarding the black community. Basically, I happened to run across one of his videos one day when I was just searching through YouTube trying to find, someone that actually has something intelligent to say, and that would be worth listening to. That's how I actually got turned onto his channel and started viewing some of his videos. After I figured out what he was all about and the foolishness that he talked and how one-sided his comments can be about the black population, that's when I decided one day, to just kind of put my 2 cents in and let him know, there's some issues that he really needs to reconsider and really need to think about before he gets up here and posts videos about what blacks aren't doing and what they should do. Okay, if you're going to come on my page and actually talk trash about me and about my response to his videos, you need to do your research and actually come correct, because if you don't, I'm going to turn around and put you on your butt just like I did him. Like I say, you can come on here and make any kind of comments. I welcome all comments. Like I say, the only time I would actually block someone is if they were just being very insulting and just being very stupid. Although Jaylove does fall into those categories, and of course it seems as if you do as well, I'm not going to actually block you, because one thing about it is that you are free to say whatever you want, whenever you want and how you want. That is your right. It's also my right to post videos to him if I want to. There is nothing that you can do about it. There's nothing that anybody else can do about it. That is my right. That is my privilege that I have as a fellow YouTube user. So, you can take that illogical research that you claim that you know and shove it up your butt, and you can spit it out through your mouth as far as I'm concerned, because it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. The issue has been said, things have been said and done, and whatever was left unsaid or left undone, it's going to remain that way, left unsaid or left undone. Now, you idiots that keep coming on my page kind of keep conjuring this thing up, you're nothing but doing anything but playing into his mind frame on how to keep trouble going. And if you want to do that, fine, that is your prerogative. But don't blame any of that type of stuff on me, because like I say, I'm not an idiot. I know how to think for myself, unlike most of the subscribers of Jaylove who don't know how to think for themselves. Okay. There was also another comment that you made in your email to me about let me see if I can pull it up real quick, because I really didn't have time to actually. Let's see here. Of course, you don't use. It's like, I don't know. Your brain doesn't, I guess, cannot form two syllables, I guess, to form a decent argument, because you use four-letter words almost through almost the entire post here, which means that somehow, some way, I stepped on a nerve, which of course, proves and again further validates my point of how much of an idiot you are trying to insult me, and you didn't even do it in an intelligent manner. Like I said, I'm not here to put anybody down. Jaylove had that coming to him. Me and him had actually had a conversation, or actually the opportunity to converse many times through emails, where he would sit there when I would try to reason with him and talk to him in an adult manner about how he posts his one-sided views on the black race. And of course, like a child, he would respond to me, with these four-letter words, this, that, and the other, and you're nothing but a house nigger and all this other type of stuff. Call me what you will. Just because I took time out to go and better myself, get an education, got 2 degrees, getting ready to own a store, I thank God for all of that, because black people these days, they don't have opportunities like that. And I feel blessed at the opportunity that will happen to me. Do I feel ashamed of it? No. Because like I say, those type of issues happen very often, especially for a black person. And I'm not going to sit here and downplay my success just to boost somebody's ego who has low self-esteem. I'm not that way. If you want to be that way and you want to follow your leader that way, that's fine. It's like it's like a syndrome of the blind leading the blind, and both of you are going to fall into a ditch real soon. You call me stupid, you call me all this type of stuff, not to mention the entire black race that Jaylove calls stupid, ignorant, dumb, wanting to be like the white man. And I mean, he goes on and on. I mean, he just does a number on the black women. I mean, he says that they want to be white, they want to be European. Why do they have to get weave? Why do they straighten their hair? That's their business. It has nothing to do with him. The reason why you have, or he has, such an issue with other black people is because he doesn't have love within himself. I think I mentioned that in a previous video that I did. And like I said, the more he sits there and sputes and say this nonsense about what black people aren't doing, this shows that he doesn't really like or love himself. Just like in a previous video that I did, I said all he had was a keyboard, a computer screen, nobody to love, and nobody to love him. And it's apparent on every video that you make, or that he makes, and that you idiots agree with, that he's telling some sort of truth. When in actuality, all he's going by is just generalizations of what he goes through in that little community that he lives in Philadelphia. I could actually go and post a 20-minute video just like he did, where I would insult him and say, okay, he looks like he lives in a big closet with clothes from the Salvation Army. I mean, he looks like he ran past the comb. What about that? Do I want to do that? I mean, would that actually make any sense? No, because I wouldn't be no better than he is. Somebody has to be an adult in the situation. Apparently, it's not going to be him. You have people that are, what, 45, 50, whatever the case may be, years old, that agree with his bull. Because they don't know how to think for themselves. You call me dumb. Thank you. You call me stupid. Thank you. I agree with you. He may not say your name per se, but yet still he says that the black population. So if you're black, guess what? For in some way or another, or in some form or another, he's talking about you too. And that's the reason why I chose to get on here and post comments and post videos or whatever to what he says, because what he says comes out of left field and it doesn't make any sense. He doesn't do his research. I don't care what he says. All he is a clueless jackass who really needs to grow up and experience the world. That's what he needs to do. He needs to get out of that block, that little community, that square, that circle that he's in, and get out and really begin to live and meet other people, other black people who would more than likely change his view on, the black race in general. Excuse me for just a minute. But like I said, that it is what it is. The video has been posted, like I say, and maybe his feelings got hurt, and maybe yours did in the process too, but like I say, it doesn't matter to me, because like I can still go to bed, sleep at night, get up in the morning, and go about my business, and still be happy with who I am and love who I am as a person. The reason why he gets on here and rants and raves about what injustices have been done to him is because he don't know how to behave and actually have basic people skills. Again, learning how to craft your words. I mentioned that also in another video. But like I said, I don't know anything. I just sit up here and ramble. But like I say, you can view me however you want to view me, son, or whatever you are. Because guess what? The earth doesn't cease to exist just because you didn't like what I had to say to your master. The sun is still going to shine on me, bright as ever, even though I disagree with most of the jibble-jabble that he expresses on YouTube. And again, just because, and let's go further. Since I disagree with you, that doesn't mean that the world is going to end. Like I say, I don't take YouTube seriously. It's a place of, social enjoyment. And I actually enjoy posting little videos or what have you. When I first posted a video to him, I didn't mean any disrespect. He took it that way. And then he want to act like a child and start calling people names and stuff. And I'm like, hey, wait a minute, brother. There's no need to do all that. I'm just talking to you like an adult. You're supposed to be, 20-something years old? I would think that you would know how to respond as an adult. But apparently he doesn't. So sometimes, and I admit I have a weakness. Sometimes I stoop down to his level and actually, engage sometimes. Not to the extent of calling people four-letter words, because that's not my style. But, I would sit there and give him a run for his money by challenging his mind on certain things. But yet still, I would still keep it on an adult level and not actually slide off where I would actually offend him. He doesn't have any love in him. So how can he be able to give love to somebody else or tell somebody what to do as far as loving themselves? He can give advice. That's probably all that he can give, but he can't really give someone the true sound doctrine of being able to love oneself, because he doesn't even know how to do it himself. That's a lesson that he's going to have to experience, before he leaves this earth. And it's not him. It's a lot of people that are like that. Like I say, I don't get an enjoyment on coming up in here and, having to listen to a video or, a 20-minute video where he talks about people and, and about me trying to insult me. But yet still, all he's doing is just making it more obvious for himself. I mean, for those people that can think now. You YouTube subscribers that subscribe to him can't think for yourself. That's why you always go along with what he say and accept it as truth. But that's your prerogative, not mine. It's also interesting to note that it's so funny that anytime he feels that he's being overtaken or being, should I say, cut down in an argument, he all of a sudden wants to post a video that he owns somebody. I'm not the first person that he's done this to. That also in itself is a sign of a weak person. You're getting ready to lose a fight, so you go run to your friends and tell your friends, oh, I beat this person, I cut this person down. When actually it was just the opposite way. I could have got on here right after he did a video and could have, had a computer caption of him sitting behind a computer with those doo-doo strings that he calls dreads, and pretty much talk about him from the head all the way down to the sole of his feet. But that's not my style. I don't get down like that. I don't do that. Like I say, I would be less than a human being to do something like that. So like I say, this is just a short message that I've chose, to post to you, E4 Skiller, since you had so much to say but really didn't have anything really to say. So, you can take this message, do what you will. Doesn't matter to me. Like I say, it is what it is. Grow up.